Wait, no, I'm going to do the introduction. Hi, this is Richie in Reno, Richie from Reno, in Scranton, Pennsylvania, with the Occupy Scranton group. And if you want to introduce yourselves, go right ahead and then give me an idea what your main issues are all about.
Hi, I'm Matt Wheeler.
I'm Keith Ferracoli. Steve Simcoe.
All right.
I guess our main goal is we want to see corporations out of our political system. They have no right to be in there. They commonly, through donations, end up paying off our political parties and our politicians, and it's not right. This country is supposed to be for the good of the people. It's no longer. The other thing I have a huge problem with are corporations aren't people. It's not for the good of the nation. It's not for our solidarity. It's not good for our economy. What it is for the good of their bottom line, for their shareholders who profit off of this. And I'm not saying that people should be able to go out and make money. I just think that they shouldn't be considered to be people.
Can I expound on his thought before it's lost?
Please do.
Corporations being people. The CEOs of these corporations should be made to swear allegiance to the United States of America, not to their shareholders. Stomp out corporate greed. Don't tread on me.
Corporations are worldwide, though, so it can't just be one nation.
And you need to get rid of Citizens United. If you get rid of Citizens United, they can't buy elections.
Government needs
And right
to
now
stop
they
black
can.
favoritism to the
You'll send Citizens
corporations,
United.
And
the fat cats of the industry.
tax cuts for corporations are insane. If people do not have money to buy their products, there is no way or no reason for a corporation, money-minded corporation, to make a job for a product that they're not going to sell. All they're going to do is keep laying off more people because there is no demand for the supplies they're putting out. So giving them a tax break using the excuse of they're going to make jobs is insanity. Backwards thinking.
Oh, so you don't like the idea of having a government, the best government money can buy?
Yeah, our government needs to be for the people.
If it's our nation's money,
instead
just
of
buying
for
it,
fat
well,
cats.
fine.
Democracy. This is what democracy looks like.
This
we
is what
need democracy in
looks like.
America.
This is what
We are
democracy looks like.
We are the 99%. The 99% of Americans that pay most of the taxes. We don't put our money offshore. We don't send our jobs overseas. We buy American. We live American. We are the 99%. We need to make this country strong. The youth of America need to stand up, get it together, and come out here and join the Occupies and show the world that they're just not going to take it anymore, and that they care about America, and they want America to be strong and to be a democracy, not some corporate giant that controls your world. We're not a bunch of serfs. They're not feudal lords. We have a right to live the American dream, and right now that's being taken away.
Okay, you didn't just introduce yourself.
I'm Barb Zangray
Okay.
from Pittston, Pennsylvania.
And are you presently working or unemployed?
I was working until yesterday, and I will be working again at the end of the week, I hope. I'm a waitress. But unfortunately, as a server, I have been left out of the loop because our government, in its wisdom, infinite wisdom, has raised the minimum wage 5 times, and servers still make $2.80 an hour in this state.
And what part of your tips do you have to report?
You have to report 100% of your tips.
But the problem is with her job is people don't have money to go out to eat. And if they do, they don't have enough money left to leave her a tip. So she's in one of those bad jobs that, yeah, is going to be laid off because people have no money left to spend.
What about the national health care system that...
Don't get us started. We fought for that. Health care is a human right.
Thank you.
Everyone deserves quality health care. How can we have a strong nation if we don't have a healthy nation?
Absolutely.
That is my question for all Americans. And right now, if you think you don't want to pay for the other people, you see everybody who doesn't have health insurance going to the emergency room, honey, you're paying for the other people. You'd be paying a lot less if we had a decent health care system and if we had the public option in this country.
I mean, we're in a country that right now our president not only gets paid, but everything is provided for him free of charge. He don't have to pay for any of it. While we break our backs out here having to pay for everything we get, with every penny we get in our pocket. We still have to go to public assistance, to food banks, to barely scrape ends meet, to make it even 1 month from the next.
The way America has become is just so corporate-minded, and a corporation, in order to make money, if they want to make more money, the first thing they do to make money is to lay off people. That is the only way and the quickest way that they can show a profit to their shareholders. And everything here is just, everyone is so upset. There's not just one reason, there are so many reasons. And I don't know, I find myself going home and going in the closet, shutting the door and going, ah! Okay? Because I am so frustrated, and I know 3/4 of America, I'm sure at some time has done that. And that means something is wrong. So instead of shouting and screaming in your closet, come and shout at any Occupy event near you. Because your voice, you need to show by strength of people, the amount of people. If we don't show them that we are outside, walking around, showing that we don't like what we see and like what we're stuck with, they're not going to even want to change, because the masses must speak.
He's absolutely right. We need a voice. We need a voice. America needs to find their voice. The youth of America here have started this. We're very, very proud of them. The young professionals, they've started this. They've organized these events, and they are standing up for the America that we all need. And we all need to get together and stand up for that America and be strong.
There's kids here. There's a young girl here. She's only a junior in college. She already owes $55,000 and she can't even graduate yet. The problem with this is the way they're changing the rules and the laws and cutting programs and cutting this and cutting that. When she gets out of school, she may not even have a job, and she's going to owe all that money.
What do you think of?
Not fair.
What do you think of cutting the Pentagon budget and paying for all the stuff that we don't have money for?
Oh, Pentagon, Pentagon, Pentagon.
Well, I think the military should perhaps, the woman on talk radio had the idea that the military should take some of these veterans that are coming back and give them civil jobs, like cities that need policemen, cities that need firemen, and the military can continue to provide them their benefits, continue to pay them, and give the cities that are in need and the locations that are in need these veterans, and then the veterans would not be out on the streets, and we won't have a disaster like we had after Vietnam.
I hear you.
People need to start taking blinders off and seeing what really is going on, and stand up for what their rights are. You know, our children need futures, and our grandchildren. And right now, as it sits, they don't have a future yet.
Don't be embarrassed. Come out. Hold a sign. Don't be embarrassed that your neighbor might see and say, oh, what happened to her? No. Have her come with you. I'm sure you guys talk about it at home, on the phone, and everything else. Come out. You have to come out. You just can't come by and honk the horn. You have to come out and stand with Americans. Stand with us and speak your mind, show your mind, and tell everyone, I cannot stand no more.
Stand up for your rights.
All I can take, because I can't take no more.
Right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
One question. You're the youngest member here, I believe.
Okay.
I would say that's a good assessment.
What event actually woke up the youth of America? What began this Occupy thing? I mean,
Wall Street started it all, and it's just traveled nationwide. I think this affects everyone in our country, and everyone's standing up no matter where they are. They can't get to the Occupy Wall Street movement. They started up their own organization.
are you guys aware that between 25 and 30 million Americans are out of work at this present time?
I'm one of them.
I'm one of them.
I know Scranton, PA right now is just above 10%.
Wow.
I have an electronic engineering degree, and I cannot find a job here in northeastern Pennsylvania.
You're overqualified.
I have to.
And so it's either you're not qualified enough or you're overqualified.
There are so many overqualified people working menial jobs, not menial. I should never say
How about
that.
that gentleman the other day that just graduated from college, and he's working 12 to 20 hours a week in a convenient mart, and he has to start paying back his student debt. What, next month, he said?
Yeah.
How's he going to do that? Working in a convenient mart, and he has his degree. He fought hard for it. He thought he'd be out there. He thought he could make a difference in America and make America a better place. And now he's saddled with all this debt, and he doesn't know what he's going to do.
So you would say what we're involved in right now is a class war?
Oh, definitely. The middle class is like almost non-existent, if it is there anymore. We've lost the middle class in America, and the middle class was always the strength of America. That's where the American dream started, and that's what we need to get back to. We need that middle class. We need to find our strength and get ourselves up there and find our middle class.
Have you seen that Carlin video?
Which one?
Where he says, the American dream, they call it a dream because you have to be asleep to believe it.
Yeah,
That's definitely
That's right. Wake up, America.
Yeah,
Wake
Carlin knew.
Smell the coffee.
A lot of people, I
You can
think,
afford it.
a lot of people agree with what we say, but because they still have a job, because they can afford their mortgage, because they can afford to go on vacation, because they can afford to do this, because they are working, they don't realize that that could be taken away in a heartbeat. You could be fired tomorrow, you could be laid off tomorrow, and all of a sudden you go, wait a minute, I should have been down there with those people.
right.
I should have been staying overnight. I should have been getting my neighbors and friends to come out and say, wait a minute, something is wrong. Now you're stuck in a situation that you were too lazy to try to take
People
care
need to
of.
come out of their comfort zone.
One
out of their
voice
cozy
can't be
You
zone.
heard,
need to protect.
but a million can be heard worldwide.
Protect your opportunities. That is basically the whole idea.
Well, the world's already listening because I believe there's over 2,000 cities worldwide.
2,500 cities.
How many?
2,500
It's up
cities.
to 2,500 cities. Nationwide or worldwide?
Nationwide.
Nationwide. Man, oh man.
I've heard overseas.
Yeah, several.
But anyway.
So this is not going to die. You guys ain't going home, right?
Definitely.
Not until we get what we want.
Exactly.
And what do we want?
We want democracy.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys. Thanks a lot.